Good morning, student. Welcome to your English literature class. And today we are going to study about whale of a time. It's the name of the chapter, and the chapter number is 6. Now, before we start with the chapter, the moment you hear the word whale, what comes in your mind? You start imagining a big creature that lives in ocean or sea. That is an. You start imagining an aquatic animal uh, that is appears to be like fish, and you start thinking that it can be herbivores, it can be carnivores, it can eat both. So there are so many things that comes to your mind the moment you hear the word whale. Now in this chapter we are going to study about different kind of whale. What are how many different kind of whale are there, then how many are left, what are how kind human beings are toward them, how responsible we are toward them. Each and everything we are going to study here. And so let's begin the chapter. The blue whale is the largest creature ever to have lived on earth. It is larger than any dinosaur. The biggest recorded blue whale was female in an Antarctic ocean that was 30.5 meter long. So we have read that blue whale is the largest creature that had ever lived, and it is a creature of the time of dinosaurs. Means it's as large among the fishes or aquatic animal as dinosaurs were there as an animal. So it is one of the largest animal. It is the largest than any dinosaur. It says the biggest blue whale that was recorded, biggest blue whale that was recorded was a female, and it was found in Antarctic ocean. That was 30, and that blue whale was 30 meter long. Now just see, it was more than the size of a double decker bus, and it says with an estimate weight of 144 tons. The weight was 144 tons. That means at a time 200 man can stand on it. It was so heavy. If you measure it, the weight on a weighting machine or something, that this was the weight of a blue whale that was found. The tongue alone was of the blue whale was way much as the weight of an elephant, and it was so strong that an entire football team can stand on it. One interesting feature about the blue whales were that the blue whale had a large heart, and it's whenever it dived back into the water, the heart may be uh, beat it twice only. So it had a very strong and a giant heart, and a very strong and a giant tongue also. The entire body was very large, is very large. So it's just like that only. The North Atlantic and the North Pacific whale are among the most endangered of all. Only around 400 to 500 individuals currently exist, with fewer than 100 North Pacific right whale remaining. The Western Pacific grey whale may be down to the last 150 individual, but perhaps the most endangered whale lives in the Gulf of Mexico. So here now we come to know that the North Atlantic and the North Pacific whales are the most endangered. Most endangered means they have become the rarest on earth. They have become the rarest of earth. Why? Because they are extinguished. They are disappearing because of the human ill treatment. They are disappearing from the earth. So that's why they have become endangered, and only around 400 to 500 individual of blue whale exists now in the North Atlantic and the North Pacific oceans. Few means less than 100 of these live in North Pacific. Means that if the total amount is 400 to 500, then less than 100 are there in the North Pacific Ocean. Further, it says the Western Pacific grey whale. Now we are talking about the next type of whale, that is a grey whale. Now the grey whale have reduce, and it is a now 150 individual. It's just 150 only, and is the most endangered whale that lives in Gulf of Mexico. And this gray whale is the most endangered. Again, it is the rarest that is to found in the Gulf of Mexico, and the number of the whales that are left out with us is 150 now. Here the population of Bright's whale have recently been discovered that may have fewer than 50 individual remaining. The next kind of whale is the Bright's whale, and recently it have been discovered that these have reduced to the size of 50. See how kind and nice we are toward the animals. They are dangerous for us if we are there, but they have their limitation to live. We have our own limitations, and we should live in such a way that we shouldn't disturb their lives, and they shouldn't okay, leave, and let's move to the chapter next. In the wild, wave live for a long time, generally the largest species living the longest. Bowhead whales spend their lives in the cold Arctic water. They may be the world's oldest mammal and are the longest lived of all the whales, possibly 200 a year. Now, the next species about which we are talking is the bowhead whales. The bowhead whales, yes, the bowhead whales spend their life in cold Arctic water. They live in Arctic water, and they are supposed and they are till now, according to the discoveries and the researchers, it has been declared, it's believed that they are one of the oldest mammal and the longest lived whale that is possibly on earth, and they live for 200 years. Just see, 200 years. According to the huge body and the huge powerful structure, they have a huge lifespan also. The humpback whale that feed in the Arctic water and swim north to breathe off the coast of Colombia, Panama and Costa Rica make one of the longest migration of any mammal. Yes, the humpback. Now we are talking about the humpback whale, and the humpback whale feeds in the Antarctic water. It's Antarctic water, and then it swims to the north to breathe off. For the breathe and everything, it moves to the north coast of Colombia, Panama or Costa Rica. And migration means traveling at a particular season. They move away and travel to a different place, and after the season at their particular place where they live becomes normal, they come back. So that is migration. So this is the long and this humpback whale is believed to have the longest migration than any mammal can possibly have. The grey whale also migrates huge distance. Some travel a round trip of between 1600 to 20 kilometers every year between the warm water of Mexico and cold Arctic seas. In its lifetime that is about 40 years, a grey whale travel a distance that is equivalent to going to the moon and back. So now if we talk again about the grey whale has the huge, means it travels the most and the longest distance, and you can say it travels the longest migrate distance, and that is from 16,000 kilometer to 20,000 kilometer every year. Every year it travels this much distance, and so in the entire life that it's believed that it lives for 40 years. So in the entire 40-year lifespan, it travels the distance that is equivalent if you are moving to moon and coming back. So see just what a distance they travel. What potential they have, what kind of body structure they have, and if you just think about God, then what an important creature God has made. Despite this size, the fin whale, the second largest whale, is known as the greyhound of the sea and can reach a speed up to 20 mph. Isn't it time we got together to do our best to save these magnificent creatures? Yes, and if you talk about the fin whale, here in the chapter, you have to do one thing. You have to read the chapter and find out the different kind of whale we have studied. You have to list the name. and in the class we will discuss it. Now yes, the fin whale is the second largest whale. It is the second largest whale after the blue whale, and it is also known as the greyhound because it has the highest speed, that is 20 mph. So children, you saw such a wonderful creature God has created, and we being so nice and kind have put them in danger. Now let's see some of our achievement, what good we can do. Whale's tragedy, death by plastic bags. A pilot wave died in the southern Thailand last week after swallowing 17 pounds of plastic waste despite of 5 days effort to save the animal's life. It was found that the plastic debris, which included 80 plastic bags, blocked the whale's stomach, retorted Reuters reported. The whale was found in a critical condition in a canal near Thailand's border with Malaysia on May 28, 2018. According to Thailand's Department, the Marine and the Coastal Resources, the whale vomited 5 plastic bags on Friday and eventually died on that afternoon. So see, what we human being we do, we just put all our garbage, all the waste of the factories and whatever biggest achievement we are doing, we just release it in the oceans or the seas, believing that it is such a huge, this much will not cost anything. But just see, a pilot whale died because it had swallowed 17 pound of plastic waste. 17 pound of plastic waste, that's just huge number, and it had a struggle for the life for 5 days. 5 days the doctors and the people were there to try to save the whale, but finally eventually it died out, and before it's dead, it vomited. It's just as there now, yeah, it says now the whale vomited and 5 plastic bags in its vomit. There were 5 plastic bags that came out, and the rest were inside her stomach. They all just blocked and did something harmful to her, and eventually the whale died on that particular afternoon. This is the incident that is in Malaysia, that was there in Thailand and Malaysia, means border of Thailand and Malaysia on 28 May 2019. Great achievement. Let's move to the next one. One more work, one more, you can say, mind-blowing work done by humans. Dead by plastic pounds of trash in the whale's digestive system. The sperm whale found dead in the southern Spain was killed after taking in 64 pounds of mostly plastic garbage. The 6-ton, 33-foot long young male beached near a lighthouse in Spain in February 2018. An examination of its digestive tract uncovered items such as plastic bags, refit sacks, ropes, pipes of nets, and even plastic jerry can, authorities said on Friday. Okay, so this sperm whale was found dead in the southern Spain. And why did it die? It died because it had intake 64 pounds, and that was mostly garbage, plastic garbage. This 6-ton, 33-foot long young male was found beached near it was found there in Spain near the lighthouse in February in 2018, sorry. And when the researchers were conducted, it was found that the digestive tract of the whale was blocked because of several items, and that most of them was plastic bag, refuse sacks, ropes, pieces of nets, and even plastic jerry cans. Means so much of plastic things and products were there in the digestive tract of the whale, which eventually blocked it and caused death of this particular creature. So students, they are being programs conducted, they are being lessons conducted, and everything, and awareness being spread around each and every person around the world, that we should stop the use of plastic. It's not a good thing. It doesn't decompose properly. It is made up of carbon. when burned it releases carbon dioxide or monoxide and just pollute the atmosphere also. It cannot be decomposed, that is why it is causing so much of problem. In the chapter we here read about these whales who had been became the endangered species, and we as a human need to take steps to protect them so that they can also have their life. Kindly please go through the chapter. I would be sending the difficult word of the same very soon, and read the chapter nicely and have a good day. Take care.